just doing a quick before shot. So this is what the front is looking like, or around the legs. You guys see we have some scuffing, some stains. So this is going to be like my first ever of like stripping or sanding anything. I'm doing it outside of my yard, so that's what it looks like. So let's start the process.
It's all pretend. Don't you worry now, don't you worry now, my love.
So we are starting out with this hand sander. I am using a 120 grip sandpaper on here. Okay, so the first mistake I made that my husband pointed out when he got home is you have to go in the direction of the wood grain. Whoops. Okay guys, this is all a first time thing for me, so I'm taking you along, and I know people are going to comment about it. I never did this before, so this is a learning process, and I'm still really proud because I did this myself. But yeah, go with the wood grain because you will see like the sand marks on the top of the table. But nonetheless, this took a while. It took me probably about 45 minutes to get like the whole layer out. I wanted it to get down to like the natural color of wood. My arm was like vibrating, it was weird. But I got it all done, and I actually got around the edges too because I wanted to make sure the stain sat. I didn't know if I was supposed to just take the top shine layer off or just get down to the natural color of wood. My brother-in-law had just got his floors done, and I remember them sending me a picture that they buffed it down to the natural like plain color of wood, and then they stained it. So that's what I kept in mind, and that's what I did. If you guys can kind of give me any pointers, do I have to do that? I would greatly appreciate it. There was some like, looked like nail polish or paint stains on there, so I really had to buff those out, and there was some scratches that I wanted to make sure I got out as well. It was hotter than sin. It was about 90 degrees out here right now, and I am sweating.
So don't you worry now, don't you worry now, all this soon will end. So don't you worry now, don't you worry now, all this soon will end. Yeah, don't you worry now, don't you worry now, my love.
One more thing I wanted to mention was this hand sander I picked up from our local Menards, but I did see one at Walmart, and the one at Walmart was like $8. It's a cheapy hand sander, but it gets the job done for these like little projects. If you had something bigger, obviously I would go with a better quality, but it does the trick, and I guess it worked. I mean, got the stuff off, so, you know, cheapy but a goodie.
Just a few more hours, you'll be on your way, like dancing on a wire. Oh, how I try to make you stay.
Going in, and I'm just wiping down all like the dust and stuff to kind of see where I'm at. and you see how there's just those light patches. I wanted everything to be a light patch, so I went in and I sanded it more. I did record it, but the sun was like angry at me this day, so you couldn't even really see it. But yeah, I sanded it for a while still.
Won't you stay?
So on to the fun part. Now we are staining. I'm using these staining pads. I used them in a project before and I like them. I think if something this small, I would probably do a brush. Did you guys see that mess I just made? This is why I wear gloves. But I'm really digging the finish. This stuff was really, really thick. So I'm wondering if maybe I didn't need to sand it that much. But it is a little bit darker. This is the color Kona. When I seen the sample, it was more of a, I don't know, espresso color, and this one's kind of coming out really dark, but I like it nonetheless. I wish it had the polyurethane mixed in with it, but I didn't get that one, and I'm kind of kicking myself for it right now. But I just found watching this so soothing. Like, it just went on so nicely, and the transformation that it made to the top, it really just updated this table almost immediately. What do you guys think? I was just going in and making sure there was no streaks, and then sometimes I just have to stop because I'll just keep going. So I just stopped with the sponging and just walked away and got ready to start painting the base. So I'm going to chalk paint the bottom, the base of the table. And this chalk paint I got from, I believe it was from Michael's. I usually like to do like the home, I forget what brand it is, Rust-Oleum chalk paint or whatever. But I have this one on hand, and I was like, you know what, let me use it up. And it worked okay. It's actually really thick, and it covered really, really well. If you guys have never worked with chalk paint before, really, it's just, you have to do like layers. So what I did is I went through the table on the first try, or the first round, and I just painted it, and I really didn't get too much because it can get really thick and lumpy and it can get messy. So I just went through and I just covered everything with an initial coat. I let that dry. Since it is a matte finish, it dries really, really quickly. And then I went through and I added 2 coats. So I did 2 coats of the white chalk paint on the bottom, and I did 2 coats of the stain on top, and I let it sit outside in like the sun, and it just, got itself nice and dry. And then I brought it in probably about 4 or 5 hours later.
You wanted me to know, never ever let you go, deal with your tough. Surrounded by colors, it's such a sight, watching all the lovers fall into the night. All the moods in a heartbeat, we're going back where it all began. The same ground on the heartbeat, starts to shake with you all weekend. Winter turned to spring, I remember everything from Wichita. This town is on its knees, God is overseas, I'm telling ya. Oh, it's more to this than what you see. This town's got the best of me. Are we sure it's the last time? Sure that this is the last time.
All right, my friends, so this is a few hours later, and here's how it came out. So I did 2 coats of the chalk paint on the bottom, and then I did 2 coats of the stain, and then I let it sit outside for probably about 4 or 5 hours. I did take a little bit of the sanding paper, and I just kind of distressed the like flower, whatever, like, or that flower etching. And I left it a flat finish. So that's what it's looking like. Not bad for a $4 thrift store table. We just, I tightened up all the screws and stuff so it's pretty sturdy. And I just put this little runner on there. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna look for one of those circle, like, woven placemats, and I'm gonna put it on there. But I don't have that right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this little runner on there. But I really, really love it. The top, I think, looks really good. It's in the Kona, I think, color, and I wanted it to be as dark as that one, so I thought I reached it. I did leave it with a flat finish. I may go back and get some polyurethane and just put over the top so it's shiny. I don't know just yet, but I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, so I'm not a very handy person. I'm very new at DIY projects. I was a little nervous, but I decided if I ruined it, it was a $4 table, and, you know, lesson learned. But I'm really excited. I think next is going to be that table. But I'm gonna probably get a bigger hand saw or a hand thing. But yeah, here we go. All right, so hopefully you guys like this video. Do not forget to like and comment and subscribe and all such good things. And I will see you guys on the next one.
Deal with your love. You wanted me to know, never ever let you go. Deal with your love. Surrounded by colors, it's such a sight. Watching all the lovers fall into the night. All the moods